Not so long ago, in the town of Sandy Shores, the snowman wreaked havoc on the small community by the Alamo Sea, terrorizing the citizens and tweakers and junkies, slaughtering them left and right. His reign of terror continued until law enforcement caught up with him and drove the snowman into the Alamo Sea. But unfortunately for the citizens of Sandy Shores, he survived. The snowfall should have been the first warning of the snowman's imminent return to Sandy Shores, but the citizens laughed it off, saying it was just a freak of nature, global warming, or perhaps even weather weapons being tested by the shadow government. But they were all wrong, as the Sandy Shores Snowman returns. One of the benefits of being a snowman is that half of you is made of snow, therefore capable of reconstituting the rest of you that was drowned by the Alamo Sea. Snowballs of death were also a lethal weapon employed by the snowman on his foes, luring them into a false sense of security until they are hacked and slashed and gouged into tiny little pieces like leftover turkey or ham after Christmas dinner. As the bodies piled up once again, the citizens of Sandy Shore banded together and put a bounty on the snowman, hoping to send in mercenaries from Merryweather and other shady organizations that might just be capable of stopping this snowy menace. Sadly, all the bake sales and meth sales were not enough to raise the money necessary for real professional mercs to come into Sandy Shores and disperse the snowman once and for all. And even more residents of Sandy Shores were chopped down where they stood, some bravely trying to fight the snowman, but to no avail, as the snow made him more powerful, potent, virile, destructive, and bloodthirsty than ever before. Or it could have been the steroids the snowman was on that made him so much more deadly. And when the night fell over Sandy Shores, the snowman needed to go to the convenience store and deal with the panhandlers and the foreign convenience store clerks that were here on limited visas, who came looking for the American dream, only for his life to end in a nightmare made of snow, as the snowman turned Sandy Shores red with blood. And as the dawn broke over Sandy Shores, law enforcement finally had enough and pursued the snowman once more, as the snowman fled once again, hoping to escape, as he set his eyes on a larger prize to the south of Los Santos, also buried in snow, ripe for the pickings, to face his axe and snowballs. All the reality stars, the celebrities, the gangbangers, starlets, hipsters, co-eds alike, in their darkest dreams could not imagine the terrible snowstorm preparing to head towards them, up from Sandy Shores. But as escape seemed almost certain, the snowman met a fiery end. Or did he? So the next time you're turning tricks in a small town north of Los Santos, and you see some guy walking up to you in a snow mask, asking for a freebie or handsy, don't turn him down. Don't be rude, because you never know when that man in a mask may actually be yet the snowman once more reincarnated through the power of the snow. And by denying the snowman a happy ending, you have most certainly ensured that he's gonna give you an horrific ending.